Hi there, I'm Josh Dickoff with JLR Mansions LLC here in Austin, Texas, and today is October 10th, 2015. I wanted to make this video just to share a really amazing story about how the Lord is providing for this business. So it starts on the 6th. I get a call from my partner in New Braunfels saying that the plumbing in the house that we're rehabbing needs to be replaced, completely replaced. And he's got a bid from a plumber for $10,000. $9,850 to be exact. And we did not budget for that kind of plumbing repair. We didn't budget for any plumbing repair. But that's old news now, I guess. And so I'm like, okay, well, how soon do they need to be paid? He said, well, I paid them $1,000 today, and they need the balance when they finish on Friday. I said, okay, got it, I'll take care of it. And I take a look at the bank account, and I haven't been paid in 2 months. All of the projects I'm doing are long-term payoffs, new construction, and 2 rehabs, and so I haven't done any wholesales in the past couple of months. And I'm just praying, Lord, I've got a $10,000 bill that I now need to pay. Please help me. And well, a realtor that I've worked with a couple of times before sent me an email and said the seller for this property was coming down on their price. A lot in East Austin was coming down in the price. And I wrote back to her. I said, well, this I can only offer $99.5, and she was asking $101.5. So we're $2,000 apart. But I said, best I can do. In the meantime, I'm calling the premium buyer I know to say, hey, this lot in East Austin, you want it for $104? And later that evening, I get confirmation, write it up. I'm like, oh, okay, well, don't actually have it under contract yet, so I call the realtor back, and I'd asked her if she received my counter, and she said, yeah, she got it, and she just hadn't gotten a chance to call me back because the seller said he'll come down to $100,000, but he's not paying any closing costs, no title insurance, survey, or even any of the closing costs. And I said, great, write it up. So she was writing up a contract to purchase that lot for $100,000, plus we pay the closing costs. And I had a verbal agreement with my premium buyer that he would buy it for $104. So basically, I'm able to get a $4,000 assignment fee. So the next morning, I get a contract from her, and I sign it, and I already have a verbal agreement from my premium buyer that he'll buy it for $104, so I'd written up a assignment agreement for $4,000 plus $1,000 for earnest money, so that all of my money was pulled out upon assignment. So that was Thursday, the 8th. I went to the title company, dropped off the $1,000 earnest check, and right from there I went over to my premium buyer's business, and he cut me a check for $5,000. So I went to the bank, deposited it, and I was pretty happy. I was driving home that evening as well, and I was talking to my parents on the phone, and as I was talking to them, I got a text from, I have, so, separate property now. I had 10 acres of land in Dale, Texas under contract, and I was talking with this cash buyer about it. He'd offered me 80. I said 82, and I wouldn't take any less. Well, he texted me. He said 81,000 as I was driving home talking to my parents. 81,000, and I'm like, great. He wants it for 81. That's fantastic. So I go home, and he speaks Spanish. So I call another big dog. Her name is Julie. Thanks, Julie. And she spent an hour talking with me and the buyer of this 10 acres, just letting him know the details about contracts and that I'm legit, and it's all on the up and up. And yes, he can actually buy this land for $81,000. So now we're at Friday morning, the 9th, and I meet with them at the title company in the afternoon, and Sophia at Austin Title was fantastic. She also speaks Spanish, and so she helped the buyer of the 10 acres to understand, yes, this is an assignment agreement, and if you change your mind, you have this much money stays with the seller, and you get the rest back. And they agreed to it and gave me a check for $6,000. So, quick math, $4,000 wholesale for the lot in East Austin, and a $6,000 wholesale for the 10 acres near Dale, Texas. The $10,000 I needed to pay for the plumbing was now being deposited in my bank account exactly when it needed to be. Oh, one more cool thing. I paid a $100 option fee on the lot in East Austin, so technically I only made $3,900 on that, and $6,000 on the wholesale, which means I only made $9,900, exactly when I needed to pay $9,850. God is good. He took care of me, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. Have a great day.